today's lecture. Today we take a look at physics. We are still on the topic motion. As usual, we pick questions from our question source. The reference book for today is still Prep 50 Physics for UTME past questions. The question says, the distance x meter covered by a particle in time t seconds is described by the equation x is equal to 10 plus 12t squared. Find the average speed of the particle between time interval t equal to 2 seconds and t equal to 5 seconds. Option A 60 meter per second. Option B 72 meter per second. C 84 meter per second. D 180 meter per second. JAM 1997 question 2. JAM 1997 question 2. Okay. For us to solve this question, we bring in calculus, because this distance, this is distance. The relationship between distance and speed. Distance, speed is time rate of change of distance. I mean the distance covered per unit time. Sorry, distance covered per unit time, and is a rate. Is also a what? A rate. So if you differentiate distance, you will get what? With respect to t. If you differentiate distance with respect to t, you will get speed. If you differentiate displacement with respect to time t, you get velocity. So solution from calculus, the x, the t will give us what? Speed. The x, the t will give us what? Speed, which is what? V. So if that is the case now, let's differentiate this equation. So the x, the t in this equation, the x, the t, of course, if you differentiate a constant, 10, if you differentiate a constant, is 0. So we are left with what? 12t squared. So if you differentiate 12t squared, the 2 on top will come down and multiply these coefficients. You have 24, and you minus 1 from the power. So we have 24t. It's actually 24t 1, raised power 1, but because 1 is not visible, we clean it. So we have 24t. So we have, what have I done? This is messed up. It's wet. I didn't know that it's wet. And I use it like that. So I can't even write again. Let me see how far I can go. Let me dry it again with my hand. So we have, it's not working now. So we have 24t. So if you differentiate, so divide the x, the t is 24t. Remember that the x, the t is speed. So this implies that v is now equal to what? 24t. Now, but we are told we have to find the average speed from between the interval when t is 2 seconds and when t is 5 seconds. When t is 2 seconds, the speed there is the initial speed. When t is 5 seconds, the speed there is what? The final speed. So or you can call it v1, v2, no problem. So this is the equation now. Okay? Now v at time 2, you can take it as what? v2, no problem, or v1, no problem. It's now equal to what? We substitute t, these 2 seconds for t. We have 24 times 2, which is what? 48 meters per second. V at time 5 seconds is v5. We substitute 5 for time in this equation. So we have 24 times 5, which is what? 24 times 5 is 120. So we have 120 meters per second. For the question said, we should calculate the what? The average speed. The average speed. So we are going to find the average of the two speeds. So the average speed, V average is now equal to what? V2 plus V5 over what? 2. This is the average speed. So here V2 is what here? 48. V2 is now going to be what? 48 meter per second. Plus V5 is 120 meter per second. 120 meter per second over 2. 148 plus 120 is 168. So we have 168 meter per second all over 2. All over 2. Therefore, V average Therefore, V average is now equal to 168 divided by 2 is what? 84 meter per second. 84 meter per second. So the V average is what? 84 meter per second. Remember what we did? First of all differentiated the equation that said that x is equal to 10 plus 12t squared. And having differentiated the y(s), which is speed, is now equal to the equation will now end with that speed is equal to 24t. So we start substituting the values of t. When time is 2 seconds, this is the velocity. When time is 5 seconds, this is the velocity. Average, speed. This is the speed. When time is 5 seconds, this is the what? Speed. So we now add the two of them and divide by 2. That is the what? The average speed. That is what? The average speed. That is what? The average speed. I'll give like few 1 minute for us to digest this on the board. Then we clean and solve another question. But before then, I forgot I didn't look at the answer here. See the options. Option A says 60 seconds is not the answer. B says 60 meters per second. B says 72 meters per second is not the answer. C says 84 meters per second is not the yes, is the answer. B says 108 per second is not the answer. So the answer is what? C. 84 meters per second. 84 meters per second. So 1 minute for us to go through it. Then I'll play and bring up another question for us to solve. If you have any question, please feel free to send your questions across. I'll write my WhatsApp line on the screen. Drop it on this WhatsApp line. Drop your questions on this WhatsApp line. You can also drop it here. Any of them is okay. Drop your questions in either of these WhatsApp line. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The channel name is Chetanna TV. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. The channel name is Chetanna TV. Share with your friends, share with your children, share with your colleagues. Invite them to join us here every day by 4 p.m. Between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. We are always live. We are always live here, and God will bless you as you do so. Our 1 minute has elapsed, so let's look at another question. Okay. The question says, the question says, a motorcyclist traveling at 30 meters per second starts to apply his brakes when he is 50 meters from the traffic light that has just turned red. If he just reached the traffic light, his deceleration is A, 5 meters per second squared, B, 9 meters per second squared, C, 10 meters per second squared, D, 18 meters per second squared. The question source is JAM 2005, question 28. Alright, let's solve the question. Solution. Solution. For us to solve this question, we need to really understand the motion, the movement of the car, of the motorcyclist. Let's assume this is the traffic light, and the cyclist with speed didn't even realize that the traffic light. Before he could come back to his senses, he was already 50 meters from the traffic light. Before we just, if it's green, you can pass. If it's red, you stop. So before you could realize that it has turned red, you was already 50 meters to this traffic light that has turned red. So he started matching his brake when he was 50 meters from this point. And before he started matching this brake, he was traveling with a speed of what? 30. He was traveling with a speed of 30 meters per second. He was traveling with a speed of what? 30 meters per second. Before he realized that he saw this thing, and he was already 50 meters from this traffic lights. So he was 50 meters from the junction, and he was coming with the speed of what? 30 meters per second. So this speed serves as his initial speed. Yes, this serves as his initial speed. Because that is the speed he was traveling with. Now, of course, for the point he started matching this brake, the car will start, the motorcycle will start slowing down. And the motorcycle will only stop when the velocity, the speed is what? When the speed, or say velocity anyone, is 0, that's when it will stop. So it will stop when the final velocity is what? Final speed is what? 0. That's when the motorcycle will do what? Stop. But the question says, if he just reached this traffic light, his deceleration is what? So let's assume that he stopped somewhere here. Let's assume he stopped somewhere here. Here, now that means V is now equal to what? 0. Final velocity is what? 0 at this point. At this point, final velocity is what? 0. V is what? 0 at this point. So they want us to calculate is the deceleration. Deceleration is also as acceleration, but deceleration is negative of what? Acceleration. So it will need to decelerate before it can come to stop and become velocity becomes 0. For the moment he started matching the brake, the velocity, the speed will start coming down until it becomes 0. So final speed will be 0 when the motorcycle stops. So initial speed is 30 meters per second. Final speed is what? Is what? 0 meters per second. 0 meters per what? Hey. I forgot to cover this thing. This marker is messing me up. Oh. I just pray that this is clear on my screen. 0 meters per what? Seconds. So let's look at which equation of motion can we use to solve this question. Let's look at the parameters and see the equation of motion that has these parameters. We have final initial speed, final speed, and we have distance. There's no time. So the equation of motion, and we are looking for what? We are looking for what? The deceleration. So the equation of motion that fits, that will have all these things, parameters, is this one. That v squared is equal to u squared plus 2as. This is the equation of motion we need to use. I don't want to start listing the equations of motions again. Please watch our previous lectures on motion. You will see where I listed all the equations of motion. Now, so we are looking for this acceleration. Remember that this will become deceleration. This because the vehicle stop. So this will automatically become deceleration. If this thing is calculated well, it should give us a negative value, meaning that the motorcycle decelerated, or the tire, or the tire. So we are looking for. Now let's substitute for values of the given values and look for A. Or if you like, we can make A the subject of the formula here. But let's just substitute all the values. So V is the final speed, which is 0. So here is 0 squared. Is equal to U is 30 meter per second. So here 30 meter per second squared. Plus 2 times A times distance is 50 meter. Here is only what? 0. So here is 0 is equal to 30 squared is 900 meters squared per second squared. We have squared it, plus 2a times 50 is what? 100 a meters. 100 a meters. So we'll make this a the subject of the formula by dividing. Okay, let's move this one to this place. So if this one comes here, we have minus 900 meters squared per second squared is equal to 100 a meter. We divide both sides by 100 meters for us to make A the subject of the formula. So that means A is now equal to what? Oh, this is not. This thing has blocked this thing. Okay, it's still clear, but let me shift it. Okay, so we make A the set of formula by dividing both sides by 100 meters. So we have this that A is equal to minus 900 meters squared per second squared all over 100 meters. Of course, this meter will cancel this meter. So we are left with 1 meter here. So we have no meter, just a meter here, 1 meter. Now, 100 divided 900 is what? 9. So what you left is what? 9. There's meter here, meter per second. Remember that's minus a negative sign. Minus. So the answer is what? Minus 9 meter per second square. This minus shows that is what? This is a deceleration, not acceleration. That is what? Deceleration or retardation. That's the meaning of this negative sign here. That's the meaning of this negative sign here. So which of the options here is the answer? Because they say deceleration, so it will take care of what? This negative sign. So the answer is what? 9 meter per second squared. It's not this, it's not this, it's not this. The answer is what? 9 meter per second squared. Because it is what? Deceleration. Remember the minus sign here. So the JAMB question answer to JAMB Physics 2005 question 28 is B, 9 meter per second squared. 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 All right, so I'll give 1 minute for us to assimilate the questions and the answers and this solve what we saw. After 1 minute, we clean up and go over to the next question. Please, if you have any question, feel free to drop it on the WhatsApp line shown on the board. Please, our online lectures, our live lectures is free. There's no restriction. You can part of the lectures, you can watch it from any part of the world. But we charge some token for solving questions. If you have any question you want us to solve for you on any of these topics in physics or any of the subjects we offer, please drop it on the WhatsApp line. We charge a token for solving questions. But for following us on live session is free of charge. I'm going to bless you as you do so. We have 30 seconds to go. Seconds to go. All right, thank you. Let's go to the next question. Question says a car accelerates uniformly from rest at 4 meters per second squared. How far will it travel in the fifth complete second? Option A 100 meters, option B 50 meters, option C 32 meters, D 18 meters. JAMB 2009 question 5. JAMB 2009 question 5. Remember in our previous lectures we solved a question like this, and I made it clear to us that time, if you see things like to find a distance or any parameter at after so seconds, no problem, you use that time like that to solve it. But if you hear something like, if you see something like 5th second, in the 5th second, please, it's not 5 seconds. I keep saying this. If you see something like in the 5th second or in the 3rd second, it's not 3 seconds. In the 5th second means that you will find this distance in 4 seconds and keep it. In 4 seconds or after 4 seconds and keep it. And find the distance in or after 5 seconds. And subtract the distance after 5 seconds, 4 seconds from the distance after 5 seconds. That will give you the distance traveled in the 5th complete second. Is whatever parameter you are finding in 5 seconds minus that in 4 seconds will give you the value of that parameter in the 5th second. So, for us to find how far the car traveled in the 5th second, we find how far the car traveled after 3 seconds, 4 seconds, and keep. Find how far it traveled after in 5 seconds. Then subtract the two of them and get our answer. So, solution. Here we are giving that from rest, once it starts from rest, that means that initial velocity is what? 0 meter per second. That's the meaning. But acceleration is what? 4 meter per second squared. They wanted to find the distance. That's what they are looking for. In the 5th second. So because it is in the 5th second, we find the distance when the time is what? When the time, you can say T5. When the time is what? 5 seconds. And find the distance when the time, you can say T4 is 4 seconds. So which equation of motion fits in here? We have initial velocity, there is no final velocity. We have acceleration, we have distance. I think this is the equation that follows. S is equal to ut plus half at squared. This is here, time is here, acceleration is here. So this is the one that was fixed in. This is the one that was fixed in. So, but we need to find the distance when the time is 4 seconds. So you can label it S4. S4 is equal to what? We substitute 0 times time. Everything here has become 0. Once you put 0 here, everything here becomes 0. So let's not waste our time here. Let's focus on here. It's equal to 0 plus what? Half times A is 4 meter per second squared. Times T is what? 4 seconds squared. This will give us what? This 0 go. We have half times 4 meter per second squared times 4 squared is 16. S squared is S to what? This S squared will take care of this S squared. So we are left with what? 2 to cancel 4, we have 2. 2 times 16, we have what? 32 meter. The second have gone. This second square is gone. So we have only what? Meter. So here is what? So in 4 seconds, the car travel 32 meters. We keep it. Let me clean some part of this place. Now, Let's take the distance in 5 seconds. So S5 is now equal to what? Of course, here is 0 now because initial velocity is 0. So we have 0 plus half. Acceleration is still 4 meter per second times 4 meter per second. 4 meter per seconds. The time now is now 5. So we have 5 seconds squared. Here is what? Half times 4 meter per second squared times 5 squared is 25. S squared is S squared. This S squared will be taken care of by this S squared. We are left with half times 4 times 25. This half times 4 is 2 divided 4, which is what? 2. We are left with 2 meter. 2 meter times 25 is 50 meters. So here is what? 50 meters. So the distance covered in 5 seconds is what? 50 meters. But distance covered in the 5th second, distance covered in the 5th second is equal to distance covered in 5 seconds minus that of what? 4 seconds. This will give us what? 50 meters minus 32 meters, which is what? 18 meters. So the distance covered in the 5th seconds is what? 18 meters. 18 meters. 18 meters. 18 meters. 18 meters. Be careful here. If you look at this thing now, you find out that of this 5 is here, that of 4 is here. Are we seeing it now? So be careful with this type of question. The answer is what? The answer is what? 18 meters. So the answer is not this, is not this, is not this, is what? This. Please, if you have any question, please feel free to ask. Let me give us another 1 minute to go through this, and after that, we will continue from where we stop. After that, we continue. Vijehu, thank you very much. Vijehu, thank you very much. Ready, you are welcome. Please, if you have any question, please feel free to drop your questions on the WhatsApp lines on the board. The first one is +234 7012 945891. The second one is +234 8138 6820003. Our online live lectures is free of charge. We don't restrict. You join from every part of the world. It's free of charge. But if you have any question for us to solve for you, we charge. Our solving of question is a paid service. We charge to solve questions. So when you drop your questions, we signature of the questions, and we charge you based on the nature of the questions. Okay. So apart from that, our live lectures is free of charge. Feel free to join us. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The YouTube channel name is Chaitanya TV. Subscribe and share this link with your friends. Invite them. We are here every day 4 to 6 p.m. 4 to 6 p.m. We are here every day discussing different courses and different subjects. Discussing different courses and different subjects. And God will bless you as you join us. Our 1 minute has elapsed, so we are going to clean the board now and solve another question. let's look at the question. The question says, calculate the total distance covered by a train before coming to rest if its initial speed is 30 meters per second with a constant retardation of 0.1 meter per second squared. Option A is 5,500 meters. Option B is 4,500 meters. Option C 4,200 meters. Option D 3,000 meters. JAMB 2012 question 6. JAMB 2012 question 6. So let's solve the question. Solution. First of all, let us write out the parameters given and the values. Total distance. Calculate total distance covered. So we are looking for the total distance. So S, we are looking for S. S is equal to, is unknown. Covered by a train before coming to rest. So the train actually came to rest. So for it to rest, there is a final velocity which is 0. So V is what? 0 meter per second. And for it to have a final velocity, okay, here we use speed. Let me use speed. Finish final speed. For it to have a final speed of 0, there must be an initial speed. And that initial speed is what? 30 meters per second. So U is 30 meters per second. With a constant retardation of 0.1 meter per second. Remember that retardation is negative acceleration. Retardation is negative what? Acceleration. So retardation R is equal to what? Is equal to what? 0.1 meter per second square, which is negative acceleration. So for you to turn to acceleration, that means this now, which implies that acceleration is now equal to what? Minus 0.1 meter per second square. That's what it means. If the retardation is 0.1 meter per second, that implies that acceleration is what? Minus 0.1 meter per second square. If retardation is 0.1 meter per second square, it implies that acceleration is minus 0.1 meter per second square. That is the what? The implication. So we have exhausted all the parameters and their values. Now let's look at the parameters here and look for equation of motion that contains all these parameters. In our previous classes of motion, I listed all the equations of motion, so I won't list it. I will not list it again. Let us go back to that previous lectures on motion, and you see all the equations of motion are listed there. So let's look at it. There is distance, there is final speed, there is initial speed, there is acceleration here because of the retardation, there is also acceleration. The equation of motion that contains all these things is V squared is equal to U squared plus 2AS. Yes. V squared is equal to U squared plus 2AS. Okay. So let's substitute all these values and solve for this, and solve for what? Distance. Now, V is 0. Sorry. Yes, V is 0 because we came to rest. So V is 0. So 0 squared is equal to U is 30 meters per second. 30 meters per second what? Squared. Plus 2. Remember, acceleration here is now negative times minus 0.1 meter per second squared times distance we are looking for. Sorry, let me write this in well. So let me write it well. So let's start from here. 0 squared is now equal to what? 30 meter per second square plus 2 times acceleration is minus 0.1 meter per second square times distance you are looking for. Here is 0, so 0 is now equal to what? If you square this thing, it gives us 900 meters squared per second squared plus, if you multiply everything here, this plus will change to minus because of this minus here. So it becomes minus 2 times 0.1 is 0.2. So minus 0.2 meter per second squared times s. So to make this s, the solving of the formula, we move this one to come to this side. We now have, if this one comes here, it becomes minus. We now have minus 900 meters squared per second squared. Sorry. If this moves here, it becomes what? Minus 900 meters squared per second squared. Is now equal to what? Minus 0.2 meter per second squared times s. So to make this s a solid of the formula, we divide both sides by minus 0.2 meter per second squared. So this is now minus 0.2 meter per second squared over minus 0.2 meter per second squared. This will divide this. We are left with s here alone. Of course, meter here will take 1 meter here. Second square will take care of second square. So we are left with minus, we divide minus. If you divide 900 by 0.2, what are we going to get? If you divide 900 by 0.2, what are you going to get? Okay, 0.2 is setting as saying 2 over 10. So that is something like this. 0.2 is equal to 2 over 10. So that means if you are dividing 900 by 0.2, it's setting as saying 900 over 2 over 10. Remember the rule of fraction. Because there are this division, if you want to change it, this will invert and come up. So we now have 900 over 1 times 10 divided by 2. 2 divided 900 is what? 450. 450 times 10 is what? 4,500. 4,500. So what it implies now is that if you divide 900 by 0.2, you have 4,500. So the distance covered, S, total distance covered is what? 4,500 meters. 4,500 meters. So let's look at the options. Option A says 5,500 meters is wrong. B says 4,500 meters is correct. C, 4,200 meters is wrong. D, 3,000 meters is wrong. So the answer is what? 4,500 meters. The answer is what? 4,500 meters. So the answer to JAMB 2012 question 6 is 4,500 meters. As usual, I will give like 1 minute for us to go through the solvings and assimilate it. First to 5 is asking what are the 3 equations of motion. Please go to our previous lecture on YouTube. Just go to our playlist. Go to playlist, open it and go to physics. Click it, then look at all the I think that last 2 weeks question lectures on physics motion. If you open it, you see the equations of motion there. That's why I didn't want to repeat them again. Okay, face to far, please do that. Okay, thank you very much. Then face to far, also examples of motion. Let's go to that playlist. Go to playlist on my YouTube channel. Check out TV. You are already on my YouTube channel. Go to playlist, click on physics. You see previous lectures, all the questions will be answered. Okay, anyway, examples of motion. Of course, we have translational motion, we have rotational motion, we have oscillatory motion. At least I can answer this one without writing anything on the board. But go to our previous lectures on physics on my YouTube channel. Your questions will be answered there. Thank you very much for being with us. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The channel name, you're already on the channel. Subscribe. Share the links with your friends. Invite them to join. We are here every day, 4 to 6 p.m. discussing different courses, both O level and A level, especially medical related courses like pharmacology and dispensing. And God will bless you as you join us. If you have any question, feel free to drop the question on the WhatsApp. Please, our live lectures is free of charge. We don't charge anything for our live lectures. We don't hide our link. We don't hide anything. Anybody can join. But if you have questions for us to solve for you, any question you drop on this WhatsApp link, WhatsApp numbers is a paid service. We charge for questions to solve, but the amount we charge depends on the nature of the questions. You know, we cannot be solving questions for everybody. We cannot. So that's why we charge. This is also a way to help us to continue building this channel and giving you what you want. And God will bless you as you stay with us. Face to far, please do what I say. Go to playlist, open it. You see different subjects. Click on physics. You see all the lectures in physics. Any one of your choice, open it and watch. All the lectures on physics are there. Open it and watch, and God will bless you as you do so. All right, so our 1 minute has elapsed. Let's go to the next question. question on the board. This question on the board, the question says, a train with an initial velocity of 20 meters per second is subjected to a uniform deceleration of 2 meters per second squared. 2 meters per second squared. The time required to bring the train to a complete halt is A, 5 seconds, B, 10 seconds, C, 20 seconds, D, 40 seconds. JAM 2013 question 6. It's also question of JAM 2015 question 50. As stated on our reference book today, Prep 50. As I said before, now our reference book for today is Prep 50 Physics. Please get yourself a copy of this Prep 50 Physics. It's a good companion for those preparing for JAM. For those preparing for JAM and any entrance examination as far as physics is concerned. It will help you a lot. So that's where we got this question from. But it's a compilation of JAM questions. So this question is JAM 2013 question 6. It's also 2015 question 50. Alright, let's solve the question. Solution. As usual, let us write down the parameters and their values. When we are done with that, we now check the equations of motion that contains all of them. Then that is the equation that we are going to use to solve it. I keep saying this, please go to our previous lectures on equation on motion. The last 2 lectures, last 2 weeks on physics. You will see the equations of motion. I wrote them out. I wouldn't want to go into that again. But somebody asked that question on the comment section. I feel like writing it. Let me write it. First to far, ask that question. Let me write it. Let me write it because first to far ask the question. Let me write it. Let me write them out. First of all, hope you are there. I'm doing the cover of video. Let me write the equations of motion because you asked for it. Let me write it. Okay. We have V is equal to U plus AT. Another one, V squared is equal to U squared plus 2AS. Another one, S is equal to UT plus half AT squared. You have that S is equal to V U plus V all over 2 times T. These are the equations of motion. V is equal to U plus AT. V squared is equal to U squared plus 2AS. S is equal to UT plus half AT squared. S total distance is equal to, this is average speed. U initial plus final divided by 2 times time. These are the equations of motion. Alright, so now let's write out the parameters given. Initial velocity U is equal to what? 20 meters per second. Is subjected to uniform deceleration. So deceleration is also there, which is retardation. Uniform deceleration. D, let me use D, is equal to what? 2 meters per second squared. But remember that B is negative. Acceleration is negative of B. So if D is 2 meters per second squared, it then implies that acceleration is equal to what? It then implies that acceleration is equal to what? Minus 2 meters per second squared. That is the implication. So we have acceleration. Now the next one given is what? The measured time. So what your time is what you are looking for. So T is unknown. Is there any other one? They told that the time required for the train to come to a complete halt So for the train to come to a complete halt, that means that the train has stopped. And for the train to stop, that means the final velocity is zero. Because once it starts retarding or decelerating, the initial velocity will start going down, going down, going down until it becomes zero. And that is the final velocity. That means the train will stop. So the final velocity is what? Zero. V is equal to what? 0 meter per second. Now let's look for the equation of motion that has all these parameters. That is the equation we're going to use to solve this question. Look at the first one. First one, V, there is V here. U, there is U here. A, there is A here. T, there is T here. You look as if is this one. Let's check others. V square, there is V square here. There is V here. U square, there is U here. A, there is A here. S, there is no S here. So it cannot be this one. Let's take the second. This is the third one. S, there is no S here. So it cannot be this one. This one again, S again, there is no S here. So it cannot be this one. The one we're going to use is the first one. So V is equal to what? U plus what? AT. U plus what? AT. Remember, we are looking for time. So V is 0. So here, final velocity is 0. So 0 is equal to initial velocity is what? 20 meter per second. Plus acceleration given to us, they gave us deceleration, which we said that acceleration is negative of deceleration. So whenever we say acceleration, we put minus 2 meter per second square. So here is what? Minus 2 meter per second square times t. That is the meaning. So 0 is now equal to what? 20 meter per second. This minus will overshadow this plus. So we have minus 2 meter per second squared t. So for us to be able to make this t is subject to the formula, this 20 meter per second will come over to this side. It will become minus 20 meter per second is now equal to what? Minus 2 meter per second squared t. Minus 2 meter per second squared t. So if you make, for us to make t is subject to the formula, we divide both sides by minus 2 meter per second squared. So here is what? Minus 2 meter per second squared over minus 2 meter per second squared. Minus 2 meter per second square will cancel minus 2 meter per second square. We are left with t. Here, this meter will cancel this meter. We have per second here. So this thing is just like saying 1 over seconds, which is per second, divided by 1 over second square. Divided by per second square. That is the implication. That's what it is. Remember the rules of fraction. For this to take to multiplication sign, this will now become what? 1 over what? S times, it will inverse S squared over what? 1. S will tackle S squared. We are left with what? Seconds. So this thing being divided by this will turn to seconds. Then minus will cancel minus. 2 will divide 20 is 10. It becomes 10 seconds. So the time, this implies that the time is now equal to what? 10 seconds. The time is now 10 seconds. Now let's look at the options. Option A says 5 seconds. No. Option B says 10 seconds. Correct. Option C says 20 seconds. No. D says 40 seconds. No. So the answer is what? B. 10 seconds. So the answer to JAMB 2013 physics question 6 and JAMB 2015 physics question 50 is 10 seconds. B. 10 seconds B. So please let us We have few seconds, few minutes to look at the question. This is our last question for the day. Our last question for the day. It's our last question for the day. Before we end it, I want to give some few seconds, few minutes for us to look at it. First fact, I hope you're okay now. Your equations of motion are on the board. But please do well to watch other lectures on physics. You have a lot to learn there. Okay, you said 3, but I supplied 4. Yes. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I beg you in the name of God. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please. Without this subscription, we will not be encouraged to keep doing. Because if you subscribe, it shows me that you appreciate what I'm doing. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the bell like button there, so that anytime I'm live, you will get alerts. Please subscribe. Subscription is free of charge. You're not paying any money. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. So I don't give up on this. I don't give up on this. Please subscribe. It's free of charge. Please share this channel. My channel name is Chaitanya TV. It's Chaitanya TV. You are already there. It's there. It's there. Chaitanya. But let me write it for those that will watch this recorded lecture. It's Chaitanya TV. Chaitanya TV. What am I saying? It's on the screen. It's on this screen. But let me write it. Chaitanya TV. Please subscribe. Currently, it's at 1,030 or 29 subscribers. Please, let's move it to 10,000. Let's move it to 10,000. And I believe with you guys, it's possible. Share the link massively to your friends. With your friends, your children, your colleagues, your students. Encourage them. They have a lot to learn. And God will bless you as you do so. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow, being Saturday, we are going. The subject for tomorrow is mathematics. There are a lot of things. There are a lot to learn. Please be here. Be here 4 p.m. as we do the needful. So it may not start exactly 4 p.m. Just know that in case other circumstances beyond my control, they may not want to start 4 p.m. Just know that between 4 and 6 p.m. I'm here live with you to share this knowledge with you. And God will bless you as you support my mission. See you next time.